All right, and we are back. And ladies and gentlemen, it's an absolute honor to sit down with my friend Aaron Gustafson, aka Trick Daddy, in the house
Yeah,
today. Right, Team Shocker Racing. Let's go. So
that's
listen,
right.
we had Chris
Shocker.
on. Yeah, yeah. There you go. Yeah, Shock Daddy. Everybody knows what that means. If you
Tell
don't,
you what, I got to tell you, I was digging your hype music in the beginning in the intro.
I appreciate it, man.
Ding, ding,
Jules.
ding, ding. Yeah.
Yeah, Jules actually did that. So the guy that big shout out to Jules. If it wasn't for actually Andy that I met at Moto America, he lives in Florida. Jules created the podcast. Andy was the co-host, and then we met. And then they invited me on. Anyway, long story short, he made that intro, bro, and I was like, dude, that's badass, right? And then when I
Yeah,
took it over, he gave it to me, and yeah, I figured out. Anyway, yeah, I dig it. I love it. It's good. It's original. It's OG.
that's true.
Let's go.
I agree.
I love it. Listen, we have our first comment already up in here, and it is from
Oh, it's not
Aaron
good.
Harp 81. As a total newbie to racing, I have learned a ton from this guy and everyone else on the team. Can't wait for this year.
Well,
Let's
I can't
go.
wait for this year to get Aaron out there, get his ass on the track with a license. He just had a very successful first outing on an RC51 that came from, I don't know where. I mean, maybe me, this guy, but he did a great job. If you see pictures of his bike, it is beautiful as compared to the UPS brown it was painted when he when he bought it. I'm like, somebody's even looking at this bike, but no, he did a great job on it. And I tell you what, everybody, he did the right thing. He sucked it up and did the yellow group, the novice group that you're basically in a rolling parking lot thing.
Yeah.
And it's like paying your dues, brother. You just got to go do it. You learn more about racing without the handling and the final call, get out and go, how to pit out, how to pit in, how to, the procedure. And then you get all those things out of your brain. Everything's automatic and you can focus on having fun at that point. It was great.
110%. I have an RC51. I'm a huge fan. So let's go, dude. Love it, Aaron. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I got an '03 with 16,200 miles, I think, on it. So
Yeah, well, he got an SP1, so it's got unknown miles and unknown a lot of things. It was a rescue bike, but I rescued it apparently, according to him, pretty damn well. So there you go.
Love it. I
That
can't
was
wait to see
Chris
pictures.
Labugin's fault, by the way. He talked me into doing track days again after taking several years off racing, and I said I'll pick that thing up and rode it one time and said, "Yep, got to sell it. I'm going lightweight racing. This is awesome. The bike's ultra." Change your mind on it. It's a little handful, but yeah, they're great.
Yeah, dude, I love mine. It's it's one of those bucket list bikes to own. Was the RC51, So yeah, absolutely. Dude, so let's get into the background, bro. Where did you grow up? How did you grow up? Yeah, yeah, absolutely. FBI, Federale, baby, in the house, right? Yep, they're coming. Don't worry, they're coming. Yeah.
You're knocking.
We're good. Yeah. Anyway, just tell us about, exactly where you grew up, your background.
Well, I'm from Northern Illinois, just typical Midwesterner, hates winter, want to go to sleep at the end of the race season and wake up as soon as the first call for the first event's going. But no, I mean, I married. I got two great kids. Well, I got two kids. How great they are depends on which week it is, but no, they're great. They're doing awesome. My first grandson showed up last year.
Congratulations.
So, the Trick Daddy, is it going to be Trick Gramps now? I don't really know, but we'll see. But one of my older son does track days and stuff. My younger son, he's not. He's a busy guy. He's not into racing right now, but he used to mini race with us in the Northwoods GP. So both my kids have the taste for speed, and I mean they're great kids. I couldn't ask for more. My wife's extremely supportive. Basically, anytime I say I'm leaving, she doesn't even wait for the motorcycle racing part. She says, "Okay." No, I'm kidding. She likes to go. I think you met her at Daytona when we were down there. for the Race of Champions last year. It was brief, but yeah, she remembered. It's good to be able to go out and, some of these events that are real labor intensive for me. I don't necessarily invite her to go because I'm not going to be the friendliest guy to be around all the time. I mean, we're all human, but whenever there's a chance for fun and excitement, it's a nice, the real Road America. Oh my God, I can't keep her away from Road America. She just loves the place, and she's my built-in tour guide for that. I ask her what's going on, and she tells me. I don't have to ask. But the other tracks where we're just trapped in a little parking lot, you can't see anything. Pittsburgh, that was a great track. I love pit race. There's nothing to do there as a spectator, so she went once and decided that was enough for her.
That's funny because I took Rossi to the Ware at Cycle Jam Atlanta last year, and he was like, "Yeah, this is not fun at all, Dad. This is nothing like Moto America." I said, "I told you, right? He's all about Moto America when it comes to club racing. He's like, it's cool. I'll stay home and play Fortnite."
Well, as a racer and as a pit crew or support staff or anything, every event is fun. Every event is fun when you're in the action. But as a spectator, I could see there's some tracks that would be more attractive and more entertaining for you to go to.
Oh, 110%. Sure. Yeah, well, 110%. So when did you get your first motorcycle? How'd all that happen? How'd that come about?
Well, me and my buddy Sean Stanton, who's our Southern representative, he and I got little Honda Elite scooters when we were, I don't know, just out of high school. And we rode those around for about a year and decided we're ready for the next step. And I went out and bought a Katana 600. Everybody bought a Katana 600. Well, so I bought this Katana. I made the phone call. I'd never ridden a motorcycle before. I never used a clutch in my life on a motorcycle, right? Hand control, shifting with the foot. I'm like, what? I'm a car guy, Yeah, I bought the thing. My buddy was coming to pick me up. And of course, Sean wasn't anywhere to be found. And my other buddy that said he was going to pick me up wasn't anywhere to be found. And it was up to me to ride it home. And I made it work. About dropped the thing. Those things are about top heavy as hell. And about dropped it about 30 feet after I got out of there trying to U-turn around in the street. Oh, first thing ever, a U-turn on a street bike? No, not smart, right? Didn't even nip the curb, but I got my ankle a little on the foot peg. But so after I got that Katana, it was pretty much all over after that. Everybody does the stupid mistakes on the street. And I mean, knock on wood, I didn't crash it, but we did pretty well. Got along and just rode around on the street and decided after being annoyed enough that it was time to go out and do mostly country riding and not street stuff. That's the long and short of it. That turned into a bunch of different motorcycles. I had a CBR 600, no F2, no F3, no F4. We're talking Hurricane, baby. F1, 89. And that bike was loud and slow. And it was, all the horses left the barn on that one. We took it to Daytona Bike Week, 92, I think. And, I made a whole whopping 56 horse on the dyno. I thought, okay, 56 horsepower, really. We're working with this, but it was intimidating sounding. It was loud. I mean, I still can't hear because of that bike. Terrible. But that progressed, went through a number of bikes. One of my favorite ones that I ever owned was I had a 91 FZR 1000. It was just a beautiful bike. It was when I was in the service. I lived in Florida, and it was just a great bike because the deer out there the size of medium-sized dogs. You're not scared of anything. And I'd get out of work. I was in First Fighter Squadron, Tyndall Air Force Base, Florida. So there's a dog track about an hour, 20 minutes away in Ebro. And it was about a 30-minute ride on the FZR. You just pin it. Like the podcast, pin the gas, go bet on some dogs and go back. It was 4 hours. You'd hopefully come back with the same amount of money in your pocket as you left. Now that never worked, but that was the goal, get back to work and keep going and have some more fun. But it was a great warp speed bike. That thing was just super stable, super capable bike. Really, yeah, it was a good ride. You ever have an FCR 1000? Man, what did I do? I dropped your audio. Great. I guess I'll watch your lips. I don't know what to do. Nope, can't hear you yet. I'll move around on my screen here. Mute, mic, edit, remove from stage. Why in the hell is this thing doing that? No idea. Still no audio. Oh, it blinked in and blinked out. Huh. I wonder if everybody lost your audio. Playing footsie with your phone, Jack? I don't know, man. Mute mic. Well, this isn't a shit show, I'll tell you what. There we go. There we go.
All right, there we go. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
All right. I don't know what happened. Yeah, everybody said they can't hear me. Well, you can hear me now. Obviously, I don't know what happened. It technical difficulties.
Well, it happens.
Yesterday
it was Chris freezing up at a drive-through. Today it's you locking up on the microphone. That's one thing you can plan on is nothing certain.
Facts, my friend, 110%. But what I was saying is, my buddy had an FCR 600, man, and I love that thing. I think it was a beautiful machine. Always had a ball riding it. His was a 94.
Okay.
I think, off the top of my head, might have been a 92. But yeah, it was a nice bike, man. Absolutely. The FCR, nobody I knew had the FCR 1000, but buddy of mine, excuse me, ended up with the Thunder Ace.
Okay. Yeah, YZF 1000.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had the Thunder Ace, and what was the other one? The Thunder Cat. Like like He-Man, Masters of the Universe. Thundercat. Oh.
Yeah. The Thundercats. I used to watch that to do with the sword. Lionel. Yeah. Lionel, I think, is a cartoon.
That was the cat. That was the cat. How are you so specific with that? Lionel was a cat.
Yeah, dude. I got a good memory, man. I don't know.
I thought I was a dork for remembering Thundercat guy's name. So oh my god.
I'm a nerd, Aaron. Straight up, I'm a nerd for sure. Man. So it does. So going from the FZ 1000, where did you go from there?
FCR 1000. Then I swapped down to a little bit of Italian flair. I had a 95 900 SS SP. So that's a lot of letters for an Italian bike, but I don't know why. But had the Olin suspension and the carbon bits on it and stuff, and the full fairings. Ducati stuff was nice, but that air-cooled duck, I'll tell you what, Sean and I both had matching 900s, and we both got drop-in high compression pistons. Did them in my garage, little toolbox. Italian bike. The air-cooled Desmos are super easy. We just pop the jug off. It's like glorified Volkswagen to work on it. Just dropped a bigger slug in it and jetted the thing up, and it was good to go. I cut the ring off the airbox lid, and it was they were beasts. We used to go out to Colorado and ride with my dad and a bunch of his friends, Breckenridge area. Usually, I think we did it 3-4 years in a row. It was just beautiful. Canyons for miles. You just go out there and pin it at altitude. You get the bike up there at going over some of those passes. The thing can only go about 110 miles an hour. It's getting no air. And you catch yourself out, you get downtown Denver or something, go get stop by a bike shop or something. You'd leave the light and you're used to having no power. You dump the clutch and give it a little gas, and that thing's standing on his back tire. And you're like, oh my God, we got power back again. It catch really off guard. But
I love Colorado.
That was a blast. Yeah, so fun.
Colorado, beautiful.
Wild West.
Dude, I went to 7th and 8th grade out in Colorado, Littleton, right outside of Denver. It was, I miss it. If I could move anywhere else in the United States, probably be Colorado for me for sure.
Yeah, I mean, except for the whole winter thing. So if I left Illinois, it would be somewhere where things don't go falling from the sky in anything but liquid nature. None of this frozen crap coming down. I'd rather deal with gators, snakes, and tornadoes than snow. Well, it's just, I mean, sorry.
No, you're good, bro. Hey,
yeah.
You're good. You're good on that. I want to get to a couple of these comments right here because there's a lot of them coming in. Robert Maxwell says, "My dude, let's fucking go. Let's go, bro.
Let's fucking go, buddy.
Let's do it, man." He says, "Really, this is the best days of my life with these guys, dude. Absolutely, these guys are absolutely amazing.
So awesome seeing them out, and met Robert and Kelsey Wynn down at NCM, and we met them at someplace before, but at NCM was really a good meetup for us. And Kelsey came by in the morning. I'm getting set up and I'm looking out, and it's kind of rainy looking, going, oh man, am I really going to go out in the rain at a track I've never been at? And I have no idea where it even goes. And she says, hey, can you stick my tires on for me? Yeah, absolutely. There's my excuse to not go out for first session, baby. Let's go. It was awesome. And so we met Robert through Kelsey, which was awesome. Hanging out. They're a good couple of folks to be talking to down there. Extreme hospitality. It was awesome.
Oh yeah. He brought me a bag of, I told the story yesterday, bag of Sour Patch Kids when I was at CNP. Made my weekend 110%. Talked about it loud in the live stream too as well. Yeah. And then he let me had the honor, dude. I got to take a hot shower. It was cold showers until he let me take a hot shower that weekend. So
yeah, I mean that kind of. I was watching yesterday, and I tell you what, I'm glad you talked about him and taking a shower. And I had questions. I left
and Sour Patch Kids. What are we doing?
Like, did he hang him out the van window and say, "You want to get in," or what? What happened there?
Oh, we can't talk about that live on this podcast. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, no,
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, big shout out.
Imagination
to
going
wild.
wild.
So much. Yeah, I love it, dude. On that note, he says, "Trick Daddy for life, baby. Let's go."
For life. Trick Daddy for life.
Yeah. Let's go.
For life.
Shocker, baby.
Shocker. That's a shocker spirit, baby.
In Shocker we trust. Let's go. He says Simcoe for life. Let's go, baby. And then Lebogin says Lebogin, Trick Daddy in the house. You guys already know.
Huh?
Yeah. Okay. Right? What?
I had to look around. I mean, somebody says that. I was cracking up in your intro. It said something. I'm usually the one that says stupid shit, right? And I'm looking through it. It says with the legendary. I'm like, legendary. Good God. That was a stretch, man. I mean, you got long arms. That was a reach to call me legendary.
Listen,
I appreciate it.
Look, a lot of people ask me why I call everybody legends, and to me, I see it as simple as this. I talk about the puzzle pieces in our sport, right? How they're so important. You're one of the main puzzle pieces. Chris is one of the main puzzle pieces. Everybody is a main puzzle piece, right? Without Team Shocker and that whole, mini moto you guys did, none of these other kids you had got past 11 years would be out here doing this. Maybe they would some other way, but.
Well, yeah, I mean, they might have found a different option, but just like now, Chris, I mean, honestly, what we're doing at Team Shocker Racing is not, it's not hard. I'm not going to lie. It's not hard. It just takes a different train of thought. You think about it from another angle. A lot of people are out trying to see, what can I get out of this? What can I get out of that? And we're sitting here thinking, how can we make this sport more accessible or easier because accessibility is one thing, but how can we facilitate the process for people to get involved, stay involved, or go to another level? Whether it's financial support through the fortune that we've had in finding sponsors that are willing to contribute, we pass all that on through support of any kind that we can. It's not money. We don't write people checks, right? One of the big things that we have going on with between me and Chris and Matt is we all have a different train of thought on how to do this, and we all arrive on something that Chris comes up with an outstanding idea, which he's the idea guy. Matt analyzes the hell out of it, figures out what every option is, and I just go, okay, but there's got to be a benefit that I can feel, because everybody, what can you feel? A lot of the benefits that our guys feel that are on our actual team, they feel camaraderie. They feel having a pit spot dedicated to them. They got a bunch of guys right next to them. They're going to help them work on their bike. They don't have to go ask. We're there going, I'm done. What do you need? And it's a string that we might have 9-10 bikes lined up in a row, and we're going along constantly busy, just taking care of everybody's stuff. Anybody else could do that, Chris. I mean, I see all these guys. There's comments on Facebook today. Somebody was saying, oh, I got my first track day coming up in 3 months, and I'm looking to buy a suit. And I'm like, bro, it's a good idea, but if it's your first one, you don't know if it's for you or not yet. You don't know what kind of fit you're. Just rent one.
I've seen
that. Don't make it expensive. Yeah. Oh, you saw that comment?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, don't make it expensive. So a lot of people overthink things and try to make them difficult. We just try to cut through the chase for everybody. Just cut down to it and make it as simple as possible for people, so they can participate without all of the hangups. Take care of all of that stuff and try to just get in. And packing up is one of the biggest things you can do. Get your own pit posse together. I know that's a company, but or was anyway. But get your own posse together and do this thing. You can have fun. I tell you, the Team Shocker guys, you come by our pits, you never see us without a smile on our faces. This is the most serious you have ever seen me.
Yeah, I can vouch for that 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
We just have fun. The only reason I'm this serious right now is because I think a lot of the info and a lot of the stuff that you talk about, it really needs to get out there, because people, direct information is better than just entertainment. When I'm at the pit, you see me, I'm stupid. I mean, not gonna lie, I'm like a clown without the nose, a bald head and everything. That's why I got the hat on. But we sit down and talk this stuff. It's serious.
I should have wore my wig.
You could have.
I should have. Anyway, next time.
Left that in the shower down there.
at Robert's place. I did, dude.
I didn't want me to say his name. I wasn't going to say it. I'll let you do it.
That's why your name is Trick Daddy.
Yeah. Well, actually, my name came out to be Trick Daddy for mini racing, because I road racing, I don't crash that much, but mini racing was a little bit of a different story. And I'd always end up back on my feet running after my bike. So it just kind of came out mixing around terms. I'm not sure how I started getting called that directly, like what the defining moment was, but good nicknames you don't pick, they're given to you. And this is one that was handed to me, and I'll proudly carry it.
I love it. Yeah, I got handed a nickname, but I don't never say it. Other people say it. I just don't never say it. My son says it, and I just laugh. I'm just like, I think it's hilarious. Actually, also, big shout out to Dominique Doyle, man. I ran up to him at Atlanta. I was like, oh my God, it's Dominique Doyle, right? Because he's a buddy of mine. I was like, bro, you got to give me an updated signed poster. And he put to Chris, the show Simcoe, blah, 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 right? And I just started laughing.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
It's great.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome. Matt says you didn't drop the audio, Aaron. Chris is muted, and I was smiling because the next quote is Chris Simcoe is quiet for the first time ever.
Yeah. Usually that's about me, so I'm glad it's you this time.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I love it. And then Maximum, what is up, man? He says another handsome guy on the right, the one with the light blue. What about
I think he was being more specific, because you were trying to take that yesterday from Chris, and I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know if we can let it hang.
All right, all right. I'll let you slide this time.
It's obviously a lie, so just he's humoring me.
It's hilarious. And then we got, of course, Christy Clay. What is up, Christy? We got audio again. Yes, we do. Let's go.
Pink girl.
And then Robert.
And fixing Chris's busted body work too, I'll tell you.
Yeah. She paints. She does absolutely amazing too. It was a nice shower for me too, buddy. It's hilarious.
Okay, no, that's enough. That's enough on that.
All right. Matt says, Chris, beware the man we call the word sorcerer. He can spin a yarn so tangled you'll forget what your own name is. He also downplays his own writing ability more than anyone I know. Grandpa is fast on that 660.
Grandpa, I like it. It's hard to get used to that though. It's really hard to get used to it,
dude.
But, my little CJ is just a gem. You see him, and he's just over a year old now, so he's like a human. Starts to listen and interact. I mean, kids are great, but once they can actually talk or walk or motivate or look at you and react, then it's all over then. Yep.
It is. The question, man, is being a dad is the greatest thing in the world, right? I fully embrace it, hands on, all deck from the moment he entered this world. What's it like being a grandpa? Is it the same? Because I'm not one.
Yeah, it is, and it's almost better because they leave. So you get a break. So seriously though, and you don't feel bad spoiling them, because when the comebacks come around, they don't come all the way back to grandpa. They stop at dad and mom. So you get to get them back a little revenge that way. It's kind of nice, but
it's hilarious.
Yeah.
My
son, when you're a new parent, you got a 1-year-old, you haven't slept in a year.
No, I do. It's funny because I told, me and my wife, when Rossi was firstborn, we alternated every 2 hours. She'd get up, I'd get up, she'd get up. Anyway, I told him one day when we had this argument, I was like, look, dude, there's something I need you to understand, right? Anything in life you get is going to come with an owner's manual, a shop manual, whatever. It'll tell you what to do if something's wrong. I've never been a dad before. Right. And you never had a dad before. You never been a son before. So listen, I don't know what to do. So we're in this together. We'll figure it out together. Right. And that's how I approach it. And it's been awesome so far. Of course, you
can't prepare for it.
There's no book. I don't give a shit when somebody says, read this book. It might be a little helpful kind of hints in there, here and there. But listen, dude, it's life. Everything's different, situations different, shitty diapers all the time, like making messes everywhere. It's like when they're first born, you could actually sit them down in their little cradle and go take a shit, go smoke a cigarette or whatever it is you want to do for 5 minutes, and then watch them through the window or whatever, right? Or like taking a poop. Once they start moving, all that shit's out the window, bro. It's like,
done.
Done. And then they start talking and cussing and all that good stuff. Yeah, man, it's fun.
Yeah. I mean, that's fun too.
It is. I remember the first time Rossi cussed, we was I can't remember what age, but he was watching Star Wars in the back, and we were driving, I think, to my mom's house for dinner, and all of a sudden he says, "What the fuck was that?" And I looked at him and I was like, "What'd you just say?" He's like, "Dad, did you see what that Star Wars trooper did? What the fuck?" And I was like, "Where'd you learn that?" He said, "From you." And I was like,
we're gonna have a little discussion about how to use that properly.
Right.
Not saying don't say it, but we're going to talk about how to use that.
Yeah. 100%. So he's good. He knows how to cuss. I personally taught him all the cuss words because I figured people on the school bus taught me, right? Well, actually, I take that back. I heard a lot through my dad because I was a Navy brat, right? I grew up in the military in the Navy. So he was a fighter pilot. So every time him and his buddies got around, it was pussy this, F that, blah, 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 blah all the time.
Yeah.
So, of course, I soak it all in. Next thing I know, I'm running around the house doing F this, blah, 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 that. My mom's like, "What are you doing? Where'd you hear that from?" I'm like, "Dad."
It happens. Dad taught me. Shut the fuck up.
Right. So I'm just passing it along. Like, father, like, apple don't fall far from the tree. So let's go. Kyle Withrow, dude, what is up? He says, "Tell Aaron the camera makes him look 10 years younger."
Well, I appreciate that, Kyle, because another 15 years off that, we'll be on par. That Kyle, man, he's a fast guy. He scared the crap out of me at Daytona, And I thought, all right, this is not going to be good for me. And then he sat a race out. And I kind of felt good about it, but I kind of felt bad about it because I was going to try to beat his time. Whether, I figured he'd take off from me and I'd go catch him, right? Beat his time that way. I didn't think I had a shot at beating him. And then he wasn't in a race. I'm like, dude, what happened? Where'd you go? So I had to go up to him at the end and I didn't know how to say it. How do you do this, right? Hey man, did I beat you? Well, I wasn't in a race. Well, I know, but I got a 06.3 or 4. And he's, oh man, you beat me by a little. I was like, God, make me go to Speed Hive and look it up, But no, he is fast, super hospitable guy. Little bit of unfortunateness at the first round of Ozarks for him, but he did the thing that I'm not willing to do most of the time. We don't get into that, but racing's about choices, and I'm very risk averse when I go into racing situations. If I don't need to do it, I'm not doing it. If I don't need to turn up that extra second or two a lap, I'm not doing it. If I need to, it's on. We'll go for it. But I got to get talked into it. Now my teammates get angry with me. They go, why don't you go? I'm like, I'm having fun. Fifth place wasn't good enough. No, go. All right. And then you go out and you pull out a podium, wherever it is. Just the goal's podium, right? Racing's not always won through fortune. It's also won through misfortune. Sometimes it's the misfortune of other people making a bad decision that gives you the win. I have a feeling that happened to me a couple of times, but on both ends of that spectrum. But Kyle was there, and I believe I sent you a pre-photo that was me flipping off a gentleman on a 60. Well, that was Kyle.
Yeah,
it was Kyle Weatherill. I was confused. I thought he was Chris. So, Daytona, you're fast. He's on a light colored bike. Chris is on a light colored bike. I pulled up next to him and I'm flipping him off, and I realized that's not Chris. That's this dude I didn't know, because I didn't know him at that point, right? Not very well. I was flipping off the wrong guy, and it was hilarious.
That's awesome, man. I first met Kyle in October at the Race of Champions Azra that weekend. Yeah, super, super cool. Man, I can't wait to sit down with Kyle on the podcast for sure. With you saying what you said, I don't need to push it when I don't feel like it. Listen, we don't bounce and roll like we used to. And then it takes us a long time to recover, right? Like
it does. As a matter of fact, I was looking at, I had this list because Chris says he was not prepared. So I said, I'll prepare. I made a small list. So sponsors, I'm going to try to talk to, because I think so. Dr. Teal's, I think maybe PDC brands, Dr. Teal's for the Epsom salt soaks, and we might get in contact. Ensure or Boost, I don't know which one. I don't think the Muscle Milk is really gonna cut it anymore. Maybe joint replacement surgeon or surgical group. I mean, my shoulder's a little sore, so I might. I don't know if I come up with any more. Muscle Rub that actually works. I mean,
right.
Doesn't make me smell like a menthol plant.
Fact. I don't know what eucalyptus or whatever, right? Or Pedialyte. Yeah. Big shout out to Pedialyte, right?
We're not going to get. We're not going to go so far as to go after Depends or anything like that. but the Ensure or the Dr. Teal's, I tell you what, I swear by that stuff. I got a hot tub in the bedroom, and it's like every other night I'm telling the wife, turn your TV up because I'm going to run this stuff.
I love it, man. Yeah, I'm a huge Dr. Teal's Epsom salt bath for sure. God. I like ice baths. Dude, do you ever do ice baths?
No. Sorry.
Why not? You should. You should try it.
Nope, it's cold. I'm in Illinois. I hate the cold. So you can't do it. It doesn't work. You're retarded. No, can't do it. I can't.
Chris said when you was talking about if I don't want to go fast, I don't. He said you just need encouragement to go fast.
Yeah. So encouragement comes from Chris in the form of, "What are you doing? Why don't you go?" And okay, all right. I'm almost offended. He says, "I wish you'd go and stop making me look so fast." And I go, "You are fast, brother. He gets faster as you go." I look at Bruce and I say, Bruce Berry, you always give me honest advice. Am I going fast? He says, no. He says, you can go fast? I said, Chuck, can I go fast? No, you're a pussy. What? All right. So I get all of this free feedback from all these team members of, okay, where can I go faster? I asked Mark Stiles, TSE. Mark, where can I go faster? He says, I don't know, anywhere between turn 1 and 14. Everywhere? Yeah, everywhere. Just go faster everywhere. That's his advice. I'm like, I get non-specific advice because they know I can do it. I just need to be told, hey, it's time. Let's go. This isn't practice anymore. And I'm never the fastest guy at the track, but I try to be the guy making the smartest decisions. I've learned over the years, there have been bad circumstances. I've made bad decisions. Things have turned out in an unfortunate way. I've learned this through experience that if I put myself in this position, I'm going to get this result. I see people crash all the time trying to do the same stupid stuff all the time. It's like, why do you keep trying that? That's not going to make you faster. It's going to make you faster off the track, as in sliding off the track. So focus on the smart stuff. That's what I try to do.
Yeah. And because if you keep going off the off crashing all the time, you keep swiping them credit cards, right? Yeah, we've all been there and done that. I don't want to talk about that. Oh, I've been there.
I don't want that. That hurts now. I don't want to do that. I mean, it hurts the wallet. It hurts the backside.
Bro, it hurts everything. You talking about Epsom salt for sure. David Laswell says Aiden is breaking my bank account this year.
I bet.
Yeah. It's I would love to sit down with Aiden and you too, David, too, as well on this podcast. Reach out to me on social, on hit me up. We'll make it happen. And then Jameson, James, I don't know why I said Jameson, but James Moonson 4575 says my daughter's can degree cams in read a tape measure. Bro, that's awesome, man.
It's awesome. They're probably smarter than he is too, because he doesn't need to put an apostrophe in there for my daughters. But I'm just saying, Jimmy Monson, he is an animal. That guy is so cool. You know Jimmy Monson, big bearded like a wizard. The guy's a motorcycle wizard. He could ride the hell out of that Aprilia. He's riding with us at Road America. He's riding under Team Shocker.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever met him. I meet so many people and talk to so many people. Yeah. I try to keep up.
He's a memorable dude. When you meet him and see him, he's got the ZZ Top beard looking thing going on. It's crazy. The personality doesn't fit the appearance. He's very imposing person to look at, but not. He's a big kitten, man. He's awesome.
I love it. Chris says I rely on the misfortune. He
does. He rides a very consistent race, and one of his great tricks is pushing people into mistakes. It's a tool. It's racecraft. You poke around and you let somebody know you're there, and they get tired of you being there, and they either deal with it or make a mistake. And you don't want them to make a mistake to where they go off track or get hurt, but you want them to make a mistake where maybe they enter the turn a little too hot. Maybe they check up a little early, trying to do some racecraft on you. Take advantage of it. Make them make a less than perfect decision.
Yeah, man. It
happens.
I always refer to racing as a game of chess.
Yeah.
Well, 100%, right? You study your opponent, where they're strong and weak and blah, 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 and make your attack and choose where you do it, make it correct and safe and blah, 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 all that good stuff in between. So, and then there's times you got to sacrifice, right? And
you do. You sacrifice sometimes, and it happens. Sometimes you sacrifice the pace just to control the race,
110%, my friend, 110%. So, yesterday when we had Chris on, he told us about how the whole Team Shocker thing came together and about the whole, you guys doing the whole mini moto thing. I want to ask you personally, what was your experience like with the whole mini moto? I'm a huge fan of mini moto racing. I think it's
dude. So the mini moto thing was so fun to do. In a nutshell, the entire thing was fun. It was so fun that even when one year I built an engine and I had something assembled a little bit wrong in a kickstart mechanism, and bike wouldn't run. And I said, you know what, screw it. I put it in the trailer and I just ran the flags and did announcements all day. I still had fun, even if I wasn't riding. I'm like, this is great. It was very difficult to put that whole product together of a racing series, because we legit took everything from scratch. Race class structure. We looked around the country to see what other joints were doing. We talked a lot with Cam Moorhead down there. He's Florida or Georgia area. We talked to him a bunch and got some of their rules, some of the New Jersey guys. We kind of picked through their rules a little bit. There was Oklahoma Superbikers. We looked at, put together a bunch of that info and figured out rules that made sense for us. And they ended up being adopted as pretty standard. And a lot of, like Chris says, a lot of them are still being used today. Might be slight changes, but basically they're all there. We had to put the run structure together, the practice structure, because our track, that was our home track, was so different. USA International Raceway up in Shawnee, Wisconsin. Talk about the middle of nowhere. I mean, it really is. You hear banjos when you pull up out there. And it was just a long track. We ran a very long layout. And the time required to do practice sessions was huge. The time to get off the track at the end was huge. So just breaking the day down to where it actually flowed and you got a good quality of riding time was difficult. And then having the riders meeting, having to set the track up yourself. It's not like you show up and all the hay bales are in the right spot. It's not like you show up and the configuration you're going to run is set up. We have to go, hey, we're not running the horseshoe, we're running the 90 degrees across all of the details and track setup. We show up some mornings and there's a thick coat of fog over the thing, and for 2 hours we can't do anything. So we're figuring out, what do we do to structure this to be fun when it's not riding time? So there was a constant stream of problem solving and initial creativity to come up with something that was palatable as a racer. A lot of the series seem to be set up by corporate entities, and they're based around foreign programs or ones that aren't really your sport but similar. So tailoring it to fit just exactly what you want to do was a big challenge. And Chris was really good at talking with people about their input, their ideas. I never really cared about that too much because Chris had it covered. Chris is always the figured out guy, and he turns to me and says, here's what we're going to do, get it done. And I don't know, I just do it. But the biggest claim that Chris has out of that was, number one, successful series that ran for years, and a lot of successful racers took advantage of it. My biggest claim out of it was the spec series. We had a spec bike series where we got together with Thumpstar, and it was 9 of us signed up. 9 bikes were sold to our group, but it spread around the country. And there was a spec bike series. They were all basically 8.5 horsepower. They were Thumpstar TDX 125. They got shipped to my house in a crate. I popped them all off, custom stickers and number plates, and spun Dunlop tires on them, and got them all set up. I sealed the motor, jet the carbs, and what you got was what you got. It was a beautiful class. Now they're duplicating that with other places. We weren't the inspiration for it, but the idea, we were ahead of our time on it a little bit. I'd say about 20 years, because now everything's Moto 2, Moto 3. I mean, sound familiar? They're all spec bike series. Aprilia had the Aprilia Cup back in the day, right? So we weren't that far ahead, but ours was really adopted, and it was $995. Got you the bike with tires, with everything. I mean, how could you go wrong with that? It's like $995.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, you can. I wish it was still like that today.
I wish. Yeah, $9.95. That'll cover your dock fee.
Right. Yeah. And 2 sets
But
of
that was the
tires.
biggest thing. And then with the Northwoods GP, we had our national event. We had one national event. We had people from everywhere. And this is where Chris's microphone was cutting out yesterday. We had people coming from Washington State, from Miami. We had 2 guys from Puerto Rico. We had a bunch of Texas guys, New Jersey guys, and everywhere in between coming there. We had, I want to say we had like 135 entries on minis. It was crazy.
Bro, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was insane. I was a favorite to win our spec class, and I made a terrible choice. Terrible. So we were talking about that misfortune thing earlier. I thought, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take one more tooth off this rear just to try to get another couple mile an hour down the back straight, right? Well, that was great, except my wheel went so far back, my chain wouldn't take it anymore, right? So I said, I'll just pop a link out, no big deal. Well, with that link taken out, my wheel went so far up that when the tire grew, it rubbed the swing arm. Got the bike, we got up to about, maybe I guesstimate about 45 miles an hour. It was like the back brake came on. Like, no, here they go. Well, I'm going, and poof, they're gone. I'm like, I am the dumbest smart person or the smartest dumb person I know. I set this perfectly so that at speed, my tire would lock up. Not good. So, yeah, we've all done the stupid things. And I can promise you, if it's something stupid, I've probably done it more than once.
Me too, my friend. You are not alone in that boat, right? Me and you are in that big boat with big oars. Or yes, oars is stupid for sure.
Or big oars. Okay.
Big oars.
I'll let that go too. That could stay in the shower with Robert.
Oh my God. Chris says you're an idiot. LOL.
Chris, man, how you gonna let him talk to you like that, dude? That's raw.
That is raw, man. You know what? I'd kick him out. Hold up, watch this. No, I'm just joking.
We all know who he's talking to.
Yeah, we do. Kenny Abbott, bro, what is up, my man? He says, "Hey, I know that guy. He's famous. See, I told you, he's famous, bro."
Kenny, he got enough butt kissing from Chris yesterday. I'm not going to give it to him. No, I love Kenny. Kenny's a great announcer. He's got a great vibe going. Just a good dude. I'll leave it there.
Yeah.
He knows I love him. So
yeah, Kenny's absolutely amazing. I love him too. He's fucking dude. You're right. As far as announcing and all that goes, he's top in the game, man. 110%. He brings his own vibe, his own unique energy, and it's amazing.
Well, he's part of the whole spirit of the event.
100%.
Like Chris said, when Kenny's not there, it's like, what are we doing? We might as well be playing t-ball at that point. When you're in the pit, you don't know when you're supposed to go out. You don't know who's going to talk shit. You don't know what's going on. And Kenny's he adds a lot of spice to it.
Yes, he does. He's absolutely. I've learned a shit ton from Kenny as far as the whole announcing goes.
Well, I was listening to you at CMP, and Kenny learned how to count real well. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. I'm just kidding. It's hard, man. Doing that announcing gig.
Listen, I was gonna say, dude, bro, it is.
You gotta fill in everything.
It's difficult, dude. It's like that. Look, that was my first time doing it by myself. I'm going to Summit to do it again with Azra. It's something that I feel like, dude, it's just better with 2 people because you feed off each other's energies, and it's easier to fill.
You can breathe.
You can breathe, right? You can actually breathe, but it's fun to do. Don't get me wrong; it's a lot of fun. It's just like anything in life, right? It's 2 wheels, but it's a different part of the game. It's a different puzzle piece of the game, right? And
totally,
not everybody can do it. It's
I can't do it. I
it's
can't
different.
Keep track. I can't leave one race and go look at another. Because there's multiple. There's one race on the track, right? No. There's a race for first. There's a race for 7th. There's a race for 14th. There's a race for 3rd place because the guy in first has to stay there, or he's not going to get 3rd place because the guy in the 5th passes the guy in 4th place. Then he's going to take 3rd place. because of the points. So you don't know what race you're actually watching. There's on-track races and there's points races. So keeping track of all of that makes a difference. If you have all of that background going in, Kenny's around, the Midwest, especially where Kenny was around a lot, he knew a lot of those inner workings, or knows a lot of those inner workings, so that he's paying attention to the points of greatest interest. But because he's immersed himself so much in it, it makes him really good at doing that, because he's watching the things that you might not intuitively think are what you should be watching.
I think that there's people in this world that are just naturally good at doing certain things, and he's naturally good at just announcing. He's just absolutely, dude. Altogether, he's just an amazing human being. If you guys haven't met Kenny yet, please, when you do see him, go say hi, because he's definitely one of a kind, man. Chris says, "Let's do the mini national again, bro. Let's go."
I'm not cutting out right now. I'm just having a mental stutter because I'm still trying to work through Road America coming up at the end of the month, brother.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna help you out with that again. All right, you ready? Let's do it again. Boom. Let's do the mini national again.
Yeah. All right. Sign me up for more work, Chris. Sign me up for more work.
Mm-hmm. All we need is the credit card. That's it. We got it. Yeah. We'll take care of it.
Chris is that friend that forces you to do fun shit.
I mean, dude.
He just does. You don't want to do it. No, I'm not doing that. What, are you kidding me, Chris? That's all that work we got to do and summon the demons from the depths of everywhere. Oh, probably next year we'll see something get started on it. You never know. Force me to have a good time.
I love it, dude. That's what friends are for, right? Dude, listen, it's the journey.
Yeah, but you know how stupid I get on a dirt bike, on a mini? Man, that is so fun. I'm going to hurt. Not from crashing. I'm going to hurt. I mean,
it's okay. It's part of the game.
I'm down.
I'm down too. I want to do it. I got a CRF 100. I'll bring it. Let's go.
Okay.
100%. Wow. 100%. We got my AI camera turned on, so we turn it off. Kenny says, Azure canceled me going to Summit Point to announce. Bummer. Yes, dude. I'm freaking. That's how bummed I am. I just don't know what the fuck to say. I mean, we'll talk. I'll call you later, Kenny, for sure. It's funny because when he called me last year and offered me to come out to Daytona for the Race of Champions and announce, and I was super pumped. But as it got closer, I was like, that whole doubt, dude. Like, I don't know if I can do this. Like, it's different than a podcast. Like, blah blah blah, and all this, and then I got there and just, dude, his energy and the way I fed off of him, man, it was just magical. It was natural, right? So yeah. Hate it, man. Anyway, Kenny says it's a 10-hour radio show. It is, and Kenny used to do radio. I've never done radio before, right? So, but it's it has gotten a little bit better, as long as I have all the information from Speed Hive coming up and it actually separates the experts from the amateurs, right, or the novice. And then I could see who's in first from the experts and the amateur and the novice. And as long as I get on my grid sheets in order before the races happen that day, or, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not waiting. And
it helps if you don't have to trip. It helps if you don't have to trip over the names too, because that takes time. It takes time and it burns mental calories. Like Danny Waleski, oh my God, how do you pronounce that guy's name unless you know him,
bro? Listen,
you'll do it 4 different times, and you can't get it right.
It's funny because I kept messing up Tony Storniolo, right? And Kenny's like, dude, he kept saying it over and over. And then I finally got it down. And then, of course, as soon as we went live to go announce it, I totally fucked it up again, right? It's like when I was at, Carolina Motorsports Parks, I'd see the names come up. And I was like, fuck. I real quick in my mind, I was like, I have no fucking idea how to say this. I'm just going to say it and apologize later, right? Like, dude, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
That's part of who I am, right? I'm human. I make mistakes. Sorry, forgive me, please. I love you. Kenny says, "Thanks, boys. I'm blushing," but it's true, Kenny. Even Listen, even if we weren't homeboys and really good friends, and I just met you for the first time, I'd walk away and say, Kenny's a good dude, man, for sure, because of the
Yeah.
energy and vibes. I'm a big energy vibe type of guy, right? So
Well, the energy vibe is kind of the whole Team Shocker thing.
yes, it
That's our
is.
whole vibe. When if you if you go to our pit, you're going to find somebody in a good mood. I said it before. Um, we 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 didn't pick people out that we got along with and said, "Hey, we get along with you. You want to join the team?" We picked people out that looked like they were positive. They had a good time, brief conversation. They're enjoying themselves. We didn't care if they're a crap rider or an absolute rocket ship, as long as they were sportsmanlike. We're going to get along great. And we put together quite a pack of people. I mean, we got what me and Chris, but Matt Tresky, he's awesome. He's on his Kramer now this year. I'm sitting here looking at his ugly duckling sitting over here right now, SV 650 that's out. But Max Galinsky on his RS 660, he got a supermoto bike now. Chris rode a couple weeks ago. Ethan Song, Charles Burton the fourth. Everybody calls him Chuck, but if you see him on Speed Hive, it's Charles Burton the fourth. And Chuck brings. Sometimes his dad comes out, and he's a good pit supporter. His nephew, Langston, is a great pit hand when he's around. He gets involved, gets us water, sits in our chairs. I mean, no, he's a good kid. He helps Chuck out with warmers and all that stuff, so that we're not having to tend after everybody. But some of the newer guys like Cade Hookstead, he just bought an RS 660. He's riding with us. He's in the Janesville area. What do we got? Derek Tenchert. We met him at Ozarks. Great kid, having a great time. Chris was talking about all these people. Sean Stanton, lifelong friend of mine. I say since life really began, about middle of high school or whatnot. We've been buddies since like 85 or 86. Love-hate relationship. We love to hate each other, but we're still best friends. And Bruce Berry, Bruce is such a cool guy. The bike Chuck rode at Daytona Moto America race this year belongs to Bruce. So it's Bruce's bike prepared by Team Shocker for Chuck. So a lot of moving parts involved in all of this stuff just to keep things going along. It's just been a great ride with all these people that have got a great vibe. And that's what makes motorcycle racing so much different than all these other sports. There's a little hint on little fight in the pits. That happens for like 5 minutes out of the season. If you go to a go-kart track, you can't make it 5 minutes without one happening. You go to drag racing, everybody's got their hood closed. You can't see anything. Everything's a secret. Here, come over. You're going to look at my sprockets. You're going to see where my wheel's sitting on my swing arm. You can tell my suspension geometry by taking a glance at it. If you ask me, I'll probably give you a pointer. We're going to help each other out. If you're my competitor, I want to help you out so you're safe on the track. And I know if there's a mistake made, it's on you. It's not your machine, right? Because you can control a rider, you can't control their machine. So one of the things that saves us as bikers, brother, is we go out on the track and we act like we are all brothers together. Because if you go out and you talk to people in the pit, it gives a little humanity to the person in the cow suit with the helmet on that you're riding next to. They're not just some, bovine skin bag wearing a hard hat. That's Cade, or that's Bruce, or that's Chuck, or, I know who that is. If it's Matt, I'm trying to get by him fast because that guy, Matt Tresky, he'll sit there and analyze the track all damn day. And then the last session, he goes out there and he's like 3 seconds a lap faster than you. It's like, dude, what are you doing all day long? And then you're just going to smoke me and humiliate me like that? No, I love it. Everybody's so interesting and we all add a different spice. So that's why we make comments about Kenny adds a spice to it. You can't get a better spice in the pit than going through the Shocker pit, because like Chris said, you've got to have thick skin to come by us because we're going to rib you. It's not just for her pleasure. It's for everyone's. The spice that you're going to get is a different field based on who you're talking to, but you're going to come down to one common goal. And that is we're all there to help each other out. And if you're in our pit, that means we're helping you out too. So whether you're a guest, a competitor, whatever, everybody's welcome. We just kind of take care of the community. That's what we've always appreciated that aspect. So we try to give it back as much as we can.
Oh, 110%, dude. That's what I love about what you guys are doing too, right? It's giving back to the sport, grassroots of racing, and helping everybody out. That's what our sport is. It's a beautiful circus. That's what I tell everybody all the time. If you haven't had the opportunity to step inside of it, you need to. Whether it's Moto America, Azra, Wara, whatever, just show up. That's all you got to do. Show up, have
Get
fun.
to the event. If you haven't
Just
been
get
to a
there.
motorcycle race, go.
What
if
are you
you're
doing
on the
with your
fence
life?
about going racing, go to a race.
Like,
go to a
for
race.
real.
Talk to the pit. You go in the pits. This isn't NASCAR. You go walk in the pit. You go talk to people directly. They'll tell you.
110%.
You'll find out 90% of them started out where you did, on a fucking Katana 600.
On the old can of tuna, right? Let's go. I love it, dude. Chris said to your reply about that whole mini racing. Let's go. Yeah, back again. I say it, dude. Yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be good. Robert Maxwell says, please say you and Kenny are announcing at NCM. NCM's a far drive for me.
Again with this, really? Again.
Well,
I don't take that. It's 22 hours with fuel stops and everything for us to get to Daytona.
I know.
It's like 18 to get to CMP. Come on.
Yeah, that's true. It was only 4 hours for me to get to CMP. So
there you go.
Yeah, there we go. I don't know Robert yet.
Teleport superpower that you were talking about yesterday.
That's my if I had teleport, I'd be at every single one of them doing it 110%. Robert, NCM, I don't know yet, to be honest with you. I know Azza told me that they want me to do all the rounds, but I just don't know, me personally, if I'm gonna be able to make it to all the rounds, right?
I never knew Robert stuttered so much. That was like 3 comments in a row. Please tell me, please tell me, please tell me.
Tony said,
stuttering, frick you.
Yeah, right. Kenny says Tony Storniolo. Yeah, I know. I got it, dude. It's funny because when I was there at CMP, I ran into Tony again and had a nice long conversation with him. You guys stay tuned because Tony is coming on this podcast. Can't wait for that one. Kenny says, nope, won't be at NCM. Talk to Azra. Bro, you just dropping all kinds of freaking bombshells on this podcast, man.
Yeah, but come on, party pooper. Rain Man, rain on my parade.
Yeah. Kenny says, I call him for. And then Robert says, Azra, what's up? We need Kenny and Simcoe for sure at NCM. You need to send all the rounds. Let's be honest. So hopefully, if everything works out, man, if I'm a big believer, if it's meant to be, it'll be, right? So hopefully me and Kenny will be at the Race of Champions together. So I put it to you like this. I don't want to go if Kenny's not going to Azra Race of Champions in October. It's you really need 2 people absolutely 100% there. Somebody down at the pits and then up in the tower, blah 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 blah. It just, again, it's that whole vibe, and when you find 2 people that work together really well, like, you roll with it, right? So Robert says, bro, I got a spare room for any of y'all. I'm 10 minutes from the track. All right, there you go. So I have no excuses.
Nope.
All right, we'll make it happen.
Car drives 8 hours for you? Come on, sack up, Buttercup. Get
right. Sack up, Buttercup, and I love to drive. Right, I drive to Daytona. It's 9 hours and 45 minutes nonstop, so it's usually about 11. So yeah, man. Dude, one thing I wanted to talk to you about, man, is this word called sponsorship. I like to use the word friendship, right? Because it's just better. Sponsorships that all the riders go through it, whether you're beginning or you're a veteran in the sport, right? It all falls back on the money you can bring to the table, and it all falls back on friendships, aka sponsorships. And a lot of new people getting in the sport, they hear us talk about it and blah 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 blah, but everybody goes about it a different way, right? So, in your advice and your recommendation for the new people looking to seek friendships, aka sponsorships out there, what's your advice to all of them looking to find that backing to help them out in their racing journey?
Well, my advice to begin with, and that's not Team Shocker advice, it's just general advice in the first place, is don't keep it a secret. Excuse me. Let people know what you do. Be passionate about it, and and I thought that was
Feedback.
extra advice I was getting back there is all.
No,
Let them
that's
know
my
you do. Be
wife
passionate
talking in the
about it.
background.
I gotcha. The it's kind of like having a new kid. Everything's been tried, right? Everything's been tried, and you've had a lot of preparation, and people actually make money going out there and saying, I'll get you sponsorships, buy my package, and blah blah blah, and I'll show you how to write an offer. But who am I going to send it to you? All these, the market's saturated. So with Team Shocker, I can tell you what we did is we went outside the box. We actually went to, each one of us went directly to our employers and said, hey, you got advertising money. Where are you advertising? What are you actually supporting? What are you getting out of it? And they said, well, what do you mean? What are we getting out of it? Are you challenging our decisions? I said, no, I just want to know, what were you looking for out of your money? Well, we had advertising money to put our name on something and put it out there. I said, okay, do you think you're reaching those people directly and they're buying your product or service? Or is this an awareness thing? Or are we going to be media that you can use on your promotions to put out there? And they said, oh, well, that's a good point. We can show that we support sports, and we can show that so it's not the fact that Team Shocker Racing gets some big kick out of ICAF, right? Your ICAF, industrial coating and finishing equipment, TLC assisted living, Foxy Cycle and Janesville. You think any of them make money directly off of us going out and generating support directly for them from the racetrack? No. But it's valuable because on their wall, they get a nice picture of the team that they support and shows their involvement and makes their customers more endeared to them. So it's a psychological spend that they're making with their visibility. So it's not always a direct thing. If you're let's take NASCAR for example. How many people hit up M&Ms? How many people hit up STP? All the big brands. Well, you're already buying their products. Why are they going to advertise on you, right? So get outside the box a little bit. Just because something's close to home doesn't mean they're going to give you a lot, but you can make do with a little bit if you plan for it. And that's what we've been doing with Team Shocker Racing, is just making sure that we're giving fair representation. It's good online. The online presence is more valuable now than anything. People don't look at a piece of paper for squat anymore. It's whatever's online on their phone. They saved a link to something somewhere. And I mean, we've got assisted living community, industrial coating and finishing equipment, and wood products. We've got TSE, trackside suspension and engineering, Hacienda Real. We've got great relationship with Jason Farrell and Jessica Easy at Get Fast Performance for all of our off-season, our ASRA races. They hook us up with our Pirelli tires. They don't give them to us, but we don't expect them to, because they support the sport. We support them. It's one hand washing the other. We get great treatment from them. We do. We get great treatment from them. We get great interaction with great support. There's a knowledge base there, and that's more valuable than the dollar discount. Almost
100%.
I mean, it is. It is in the long run. It is. So we've got good. I'll give you another example. We've got a great relationship with Warhorse HSBK Racing. HSBK, they've been great to us. Did they give us stuff? No. No. Do we get a little bit of a discount for pimping them out? Yeah. But I'm not writing home about it. But their expertise, their customer interaction with us has been phenomenal. Woodcraft, Vesra, we've got all kinds of sponsors that are just great. But I'm not calling Vesra and asking for money. Well, everybody in the pit would, expect everything in the world. We're not that. We're a bunch of guys having a good time, trying to be as serious as we can, but you can't expect unserious people to do serious things. I think we're doing a pretty good job of it so far, but we're having a lot more fun than we ought to be, probably. But yeah, our goal was at the end, whatever's left over out of our couple $1,000s, we're going to pay ourselves, and we might be able to buy each other a burger at the end of the year. At the rate it's going, we're just hoping to make it through. But so if you're hungry to show your support for the community, racing community, it's great. Team Shocker Racing, we're putting on a great show, a great atmosphere, promoting a healthy racing environment, and we're trying to keep people off the streets from where they're out to pile themselves into a minivan or something. Get off the streets in time. Everybody rides around the street. You get good enough that you think you're a hot shot. That's the time to get off the street. Get out of there. Go this. Wait. Look down. You go. This is a race bike I'm on. Why am I on a street? It's a street bike. No, it's not. It's a race bike. It's a street bike, meaning it's on pavement. It's not on a dirt bike. It's a street bike. But Katana 600, you're fine on the street. You get that nice CBR or Panigale, or if you really want a sweet bike, you get that Aprilia RS 660. Woo! That thing's a rocket ship razor blade. The thing is crazy. That is not in any way a street bike. There's no street in an RS 660. They're just a rabid race bike right off the shelf. You need to be on a racetrack. So if you have questions about that, definitely drop Chris a line. We're going to blow up his inbox, but Chris is the relationships manager. He is the guy that answers all of the newbie questions, all of the old guy trying to get back in questions. Go to the website. If you haven't been to the website, Matt put a lot of effort into that website. It almost shows. The teamshockerracing.com, and yes, please stutter. It's Team Shocker and then another R Racing, right? Team Shocker Racing. There's 2 R's. Don't skip the second R. .com. teamshockerracing.com. You go there, you can go through a breakdown of all of our sponsors. He's linked to them. If you really want to know, go there and find out what it is that they can do for you. Well, the community of racers is so great that I recommend when people have questions, don't ask on Facebook, ask at the racetrack. You'll get, just through direct contact, Chris, you'll get direct contact or something. Hey, I need to insure my kayak. Who do I talk to? If you're in the Midwest, they're going to say, Mitch Chernesky, he's got that. Go see him down here. He's in that pit. Literally anything you want. The racing community is such a mixed pot that you can almost get in personal contact with anybody you need to get whatever you need done. So check out the pages of the people that have a team set up. Check out the sponsor list when they sign up. Anytime they're pimping something, it's not just for their own pocketbook, because nobody really gets that much damn money to do this.
100%. It's funny. As far as friendships go, I got personal sponsorships too, and I don't make any money. I get discounts, and some of the stuff is free, right? But do I get everything for free? No. Do I get some things for free? Yes. And it's an honor, and I'm grateful for everything I do get.
You got those cool helmet thingies from Komodo Helmets. You got those free, the mini ones, right? The little four. You got 4 of them. I watched. Yeah.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, dude, these things are awesome, man. Like, dude,
but you can't take those. You can't take those to the bank, though, right? They don't take that as payment. No, and what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Sell them? No, they're cool. No, you're going to keep them.
Yeah, dude.
I know Rossi's going to get them. Going to get one for a gift, and maybe some. Or
Rossi's going to have all my shit when I'm gone. Everything you guys see back here, all my.
No, don't say that so loud. He'll find a way.
He'll find a way, right? I'll be on your next Netflix special, right?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I mean,
taste tester.
Yeah, right. It's a good buddy of mine, Joel Hillier. I had him on my podcast. He has a motocross team, and I asked him about friendship, sponsorship, and he's like, start with your local businesses you spend money at personally. You support them. talk to them. Go in face to face. Sit down and talk to them. Talk about, hey, well, you got to spend your advertisement, budget. What do you got planned? Blah blah blah. This is what I could bring, and you got to ask.
Why are you so shy? We ask our kids to go out and do fundraisers. Oh, there's a cheerleading thing. What do? You pimp it out to all your friends and ask money for that. So why is it so difficult to do it for you?
Right. I mean, it
happens. It's a dumb thing. Kids start out, you want them to be entrepreneurial, set them up, do a lemonade stand. You're asking them to do things that you're not doing. It just takes the ambition and the drive. People are scared to hear no. I don't care about no. I hear that all the time.
Ain't that
Give me another beer. No. Oh, God. Why?
I get it myself then, damn it.
Aaron. We're dragging you back to the van right now. Well, what? Van.
What? All right. What van? What are you talking about? What? I just need my other beer. Grab it for me all the way, right?
By the way, if you go to Hacienda Real in Janesville, Wisconsin, they have these beers that are the big ones, right? And I think, okay, that's like 2 beers in one. Yeah. Well, one of those will put you on your ass because it's like 3 beers big. Wow. Yeah.
Ask me how I know.
Ask me how I know. One will put you on your ass, and I found that out after the 3rd one.
And by then it was way too late, right? Yeah.
No, Yep, pretty much. Got 2.5 down, and I go, wow, might as well just keep going.
No, one thing I did enjoy when I was out there, but I kept talking about, I'm not a big beer drinker every once in a while, like celebration when we went out for eat for dinner. I do enjoy a cold beer every once in a while. Everybody kept talking about the Spotted Cow beer, right? So finally I was like, you know what?
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Bro, I was like, are you kidding me right here? This is amazing beer. I only bought a 6-pack and brought it home. Didn't share it with anybody. Kept it for myself, right? Being selfish. So that, yeah, for sure. Kenny says, I will be at Daytona for sure. I'm contracted by the Speedway. Azure doesn't want to pay me travel expense for me to be at the other tracks. Well, hopefully, Kenny, I'll be able to come with you to Daytona and help you announce that weekend. That was a lot of fun. So you already know I'm in 110%.
Good.
BMR says, hey, I'm a very serious person, but are you?
Yeah. Chuck's very serious.
Are you?
That's our Charles Burton IV there. He's seriously fast is what he is. I don't want to hear all that serious person.
He actually he texted me today. So yeah.
You need him on. He's got an entertaining.
He's coming on
a lot of things.
He's coming.
You got him booked already? Okay.
Well, no, not yet. I texted him. I gave my number. He gave me his, and I told him that I'd call him sometime this weekend, and we'll do a phone chat and discuss it and set it up and all that good stuff.
Yeah. No, he gets to get on. He's got to. He's got a really interesting perspective, and well, I mean, he doesn't view things from quite the same angles as Chris, but he's pretty good. Pretty good telling me how much I suck as a rider, and how one day I might be half as fast as him, and encouragement, right?
I was gonna say encouragement. That's exactly what that is.
He's one of those spices in our pit that's just great. It's just great. You got to have Chuck around. Chuck does Chuck things all the time.
Love it, man. Look, Kenny says, sponsor a couple announcers to work at Summit Point Raceway. Let's bring the show. There you go. Let's get some sponsors to sponsor me and Kenny to do some announcing at all these ads races. If anybody's interested, hit us up. It'll be a lot of fun, man. It is, because, even traveling just to the racetracks, just simple doing something is announcing costs a lot of money, depending on where you're at in the United States. You got the fuel and a place to stay and food and all that bullshit in between, especially with the gas prices, dude.
It's all the stuff. Now? They're not paying you to talk. They're paying you to travel and feed you and breathe, right? You've got to the expenses to get there. Imagine if you had to pay race fees on top of that and tires and all. It's so much cheaper to announce than it is a race, But yeah, I mean, they provide a microphone, right? So it's not like you've really got a lot of supplies. You got to get your Cracker Jacks and Slim Jims and Red Bulls in.
Got to eat my Wheaties. Yep.
Yeah, I came across this drink. I don't have it sitting here. It's called Element, LMNT. It's like super salty. It's like got sodium and magnesium and potassium in it. And it's supposed to be really good and hydrating. I've been trying it lately. It's really good. James Munson, he's told us about that brand. It's really interesting to me because it is really salty. And they post a lot of stuff about the science and how it hydrates and everything. And he says, just try it. I'm like, no, I'm not in it. Tried it, love it.
What's
I've
it
only
called
found
again?
it LMNT. So it's element, but it's without all the vowels.
LMNT.
LMNT. And they're in a slim can. They make it like a powdered stuff, but they also have it in the, the like Red Bull size cans. Everybody gets the skinny ones at Target. And it's pretty good. I had the there he goes.
Yeah.
Element. I had the pineapple one. It's dynamite. I love that one.
And it's at Target.
Yeah.
Wants you to call her from your phone.
All right.
Yeah.
That's where I found it.
Next time I go by Target, I'm gonna look for it. LMNT. You know, it's funny because a lot of runners and cyclists, they take salt pills, right? So
yeah. Well, you got it. Your body's a battery. You got to have salt in it for it
100%.
to work. So I had to plug in. I realized my charge cord wasn't in, and it was going to cut us short by 2 minutes. But yeah, no, I mean, I wasn't trying to rep some drink or anything like that. But it is useful because it have a noticeable refreshing effect on me.
Good.
I'm old. I don't deal with the heat real well. So if it gets real hot, I start getting brain fade and I'll just sit out of a race. I'm like, yeah, I'm not feeling it. If we got a big long break or something, I know. But we go out for an endurance race, they got to flag me in because I'm out there for, till I run out of fuel. I don't really care. I'm having fun. They threw me on Matt's SV 650. I never even rode before. I'm sitting there and they say, Aaron, you're a fill-in. Bruce looks up at me and he's all hot. Chuck just got off it. I'm going, oh, no, it wasn't Chuck got off it. It was Matt got off. So yeah, I'll ride it. I'll ride this. Throw my leathers on real quick. Said this thing standard shift or GP. I look down. There's nothing. There's no gauge. There's like nothing. It's just blank shell. I'm like, I'm just riding this thing by ear. Came back and I couldn't see it, but it was getting a little back end happy. I figured the tires are wearing out. They said, dude, there's water and smoke pouring out the back of your bike for the last 2 laps. Like, nobody black flagged me. I didn't know, what's going on. I just kept cranking the beans out of it. And Matt had to do a little bit of rework to it after that, but that's okay. That's not his flying goose bike. That was his orange. I think that thing was like a 700 or something. I don't think it was really a 650, but it's interesting.
Love it, man. I love it. So when's your next race?
Well, our next race is actually the Moto America race at Road America.
That's right.
And we'll be there because we've got a couple of guys that are not even doing the Moto America round. There's private track day before and all that stuff they're doing. But the Moto America is the last weekend of May. And then our first ASRA race, our ASRA race is at Blackhawk Farms, 5th, 6th, and 7th. I say 5th, 6th, and 7th because 5th is a Friday, but that's a track day before. So, and we're doing the race school also. Again, something Chris signed me up for, but I had a great time doing it. We did it at CMP. We did it at Ozarks on our own. We worked with Scott at CMP. He did a great job, and we just adapted a little bit more and put a little bit of our flavor on it for the Midwest rounds. East Coast guys, Midwest guys communicate differently. So
we're a different breed for sure.
Yeah. In the Midwest, we go, hey, dude, move your car. On the East Coast, you go, move your fucking car. I'm a car. If you don't respond with violence, nobody even listens to you. It's great. But
yeah, that's for sure. That's hilarious. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Road America is one of my favorite tracks. 110.
Yeah, I want to get that back on the ASRA schedule. I don't know what happened years ago. There was some blow up about it. I don't know, but I work great with Chris, and I work with Mike Kircher. He's the GM guy over there at the big wig at Road America now, or at least he was last year. I don't know. He probably still is. Good guy. We worked with him when we ran Briggs & Stratton Motorplex for the Northwoods GP for years. and we didn't always like each other, but that's not always what happens. We always got along, and we did great business together for years. So I don't know what that is, but we used to race Road America when I was starting, and it was one of my favorite tracks, just one of my favorite ones. Even though I was on a lightweight bike, it was just great.
It's absolutely magical. Absolutely. Matt says we blew all the water out of the back of that SV. It started overheating on the last 2 laps. Really lucky that race ended when it did. Turns out that can't be our endurance bike.
No.
Love it.
Or the one Chuck and I did the endurance race on at Summit last year. That was not. But we got the championship. Team Shocker, GTL Endurance Champions 2025, baby.
I love it, dude. Congratulations. Well, you'll do it again this year, too, for sure. 110%.
No, we didn't enter. We didn't do
Oh,
stuff.
no?
No, we got so much going on with Team Shocker and taking care of everybody else. We took one for the team where we said, you know what, guys? Let's put our best foot forward, little less effort on ourselves, a little more effort on the community this year. And that's where we came up with this idea. Like you said earlier in the thing, sometimes you sacrifice. You know what? I'm going to spend effort and energy to do this. I'm going to make sure as many people can have fun as possible. It's an easy gig. It really is. You think, what would be fun? That would be fun. Okay, for me or for everybody? If it's for me, whatever. But if it's for everybody,
it's different.
I'm down. I'm down. Let's go.
Because we're team players. Let's go, right? Yes.
Support the sport, support your crew, support your team, support your vendors. You want to buy tires, don't get them shipped to you online. Go to the track and buy your tires from the vendor.
Support the people that support you.
Absolutely.
I say it all the time. I say it every podcast. It's very important because if you don't, and guess what? Pit Lane Moto's not there. Derek Stickboy's not there. Who the fuck you buying your tires from, right? Like, don't order this shit off of Walmart. And listen, it's so important to keep these.
Support those that support you.
100%. Like you're seeking sponsorship and friendship, right? So you're doing the same thing. Replicate that same thing. Support them that support you, right? You're asking for money or discount on tires or whatever. Man, support them. Pay if their tires are $435 for the set. You can order them off Walmart for $400. Spend that fucking $35. Who gives a shit?
Well, the difference too is that people don't take into effect is Walmart's not going to tell you. I don't want to pick on Walmart, but that non-track vendor, they're not going to tell you what the track's doing.
No.
We just went to Blackhawk on a repave, and I got my Pirellis from Jessica at Get Fast, and she says, Aaron, just run a pound or two more than normal to start because the track is fresh. It's green, but it's just very smooth. Start a little bit up and then come down if you need to. And I'm glad I listened to her because these tires I got look brand new. I shaped out the right side a little bit because I was going too slow in the corners, but you go in too slow, then you power and too aggressive on the way out, and you're going to shape the tire out.
Oh, yep, facts. But again, you're not going to get an email from Walmart telling you that shit, right?
No.
Oh, what track you going to this weekend? Oh, well, we recommend this because they don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just be honest.
The trailer, yeah.
Oh, that shit, man. Dude, we're an hour and 30 minutes into this, man. I want to get into the second part of our podcast where I get to ask you some personal questions like I did with Chris. And I'm going to start with the same question, man. Tell us something we don't know about Trick Daddy.
When I was in 4th grade, I played the violin.
Like it?
I don't know. I got a German Shepherd that loves swimming in my swimming pool. And he's just a party trick of anything. I don't know why it's so crazy. I guess shepherds aren't thought of as being water dogs. I don't know. But everybody wears him out. Show up, everybody's drinking margaritas and beers, and they're chucking stuff in the pool. And old Sniper, he just runs in and grabs it. It was a rescue dog from my older son AJ. He loved to bring things home. Kids love to bring things home that you end up taken after they're not interested anymore. He doesn't live at home anymore, but Sniper does. So.
Love it, dude. I'm a big dog lover. So yeah, I got 3 dogs in the house now because we co-parent my parents' dog. So my parents got this dog. I love you, mom and dad, right? And it's not talking shit, but that after we got Princess Fiona a couple weeks later, they got their dog Molly, and then they drop her off on Thursdays and they pick her up on Sundays. So we get her basically 4 days a week, right? And then they have her the other half of the time. So they call it taking
Princess
a break.
Fiona, you got a short green dog?
So Princess Fiona so I lost real quick. I lost Cruz passed away 2 years ago, and then my dog Charlie passed away about a year ago. Anyway, and then so since I was 19, I've never been without a dog unless I got many dogs at the Rainbow Bridge, but you know when it's the right time to get another one. So my wife kept sending me all these pictures, dogs, because I'm a firm believer to adopting dogs from no kill shelters, right? So Angel of the CC's is my local. So she keeps sending me all these pictures, and you know when the right one you see, right? So she sent me a picture of this dog, and I was like, I'm going to go look at her, right? Of course, I ended up bringing her home, and her name's Princess Fiona. And yes, she is green. Yes,
Okay.
she does have those little short pink hairs. Yes, absolutely, right? Yes, she is all those things. And then Cruz was a male, so Fiona obviously a female. So they went to here comes this guy, right?
What's up, motherfucking
We just got Bear.
Oh, let me go get
We've
that
had
bone.
Bear for like 2 weeks now, 3 weeks. So
Let me go get that bone.
you heard what the boss man says over here, right? Let him go get that bone. So yeah, I'm a dude, big dog lovers. I believe that us humans don't deserve dogs, dude. Because you know, I tell my son this dog is going to teach you everything you ever wanted to know about unconditional love, 110%.
Yeah.
I think just being humans, if you have a dog, it just makes you a happier human, right?
Mhm.
I got this new
Or
bed.
sometimes angrier human, but
Or
that's
sometimes angry. Come here, Bear. Come here, Bubba. Come here. Say hi, everybody. This is Bear. He's a big lovey boy. What you do, Bubba
In your
boy?
lap.
Yes, I know. I don't want him in my lap though.
He eats poop, so don't let him kiss you.
Yes, he is a
And
poop.
dude, yesterday when he was in his podcast, I let him in here and we were showing him off. And then I shut the door and I shut the door and he's out there and I leave and I catch him eating his own poop in the hallway because he peed and pooped everywhere in the hallway.
Right. Yeah, puppy stage,
Excellent.
right? So trying to freaking
Maxim does that. Yeah.
yeah, I know. I know a couple of my friends that do that too. That's hilarious. Oh my god. Are you a coffee drinker, bro?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Dude,
2
are you
cups every morning. Yeah.
black or cream
No,
and sugar?
nah. Sugar. Lots of sugar. I put some coffee in my sugar.
Put some coffee in you. You sound like my wife. She's like, I got coffee and then do with the cream and then all the sugar.
It's like hot flat Coca-Cola when I drink it.
It's not coffee. It's more like molasses is so thick from all the freaking sugar.
It is.
It's hilarious. That's hilarious. What's your worst habit, bro?
Man, I don't know. I got so many bad habits, Chris. You know, saying yes. Saying yes is my worst bad habit, man, because people just sometimes they just take advantage.
Yeah.
You know, and even though you know going in, you just still kind of go, yeah, you know what? I'm going to do it. It's my fault for saying yes, but it's your fault for asking me.
Wait.
You know.
Yep. And I'm a man of my word.
Giving people too much credit. Too much credit. But I'd rather be wrong giving them too much credit than discounting somebody, because that's how you miss out on things.
100%.
I firmly believe that you discount somebody, you're gonna miss out. So
100%. You know, it's going with the whole thing of don't judge a book by its cover, right?
Yeah.
One of those things. So,
absolutely.
Do you listen to the audiobooks?
No. I don't.
You
I
don't
don't.
listen to
But,
audiobooks?
no, but Chuck had a very interesting, I don't know, vampire story. It's like a series, kind of like an audio book, but it's like a ongoing, never ending, seemingly. I think it was we were on episode like 200 and something, and they're like an hour long. And we drove all the way to CMP straight through with that plan, or Summit Point, from basically Chicago area, right? That's a long trip. We hit play on that thing, and it seemed like 5-hour trip, not 18-hour trip. It was like 5 hours. I'm like, what? we forget that you get so wrapped up in it that you're thinking, really, we've been 390 miles. I need to stop for fuel. Let's do this. Ding, ding, the light's on. Let's get gas and pee and get back in. And it's like, hurry up and push play on that thing. So I don't like doing things that distract my time because everybody else likes to use it. And I'd rather let everybody else get my attention than wrap it up in something like an audiobook.
Yeah,
but not discounting them, but that's not my speed.
I do. I'm a big audiobook again because of traveling, right? When I'm going to races or whatever, I throw it in, or when I'm at work, I throw my earbuds in. If I'm listening to podcasts, I listen to audiobook. Actually, a guy at work just recommended a new book, told me to listen to that I'm going to listen to. It's called maybe people out there listening right now heard of this one. It's called The Infinite Game by Simon Sinek. So he said I would like it, so I'm gonna check it out. But the last audiobook that I listened to was called The Art of Racing in the Rain. It's actually a movie too. If you guys and girls have not seen the movie, it is absolutely amazing. The book is even better. Of course, books are always better than, of course I cried, right? It's yeah, absolutely. Look, Christy says, calling Chuck out on his vampire flicks. Chuck says, my vampire system, LOL. I'm on episode 1846. Good.
Yeah, and we were on like 200 or something when we went to Summit last year.
That's awesome.
It was awesome. Of course, he loves it. He blamed it on Langston. He played it off like, oh, Langston, kid wants to listen to it.
Why are you moving the
camera?
Yeah,
he wasn't the kid wanted to listen to it. Chuck wanted to listen to it too. Which I'm glad we did because it really made that trip fly by.
Well, yeah, because it takes you out of your it fills your head with the story, right? And that's what you focus on thinking about. You're not thinking about whatever fucking is you're thinking about. Any of that shit, right? You're not thinking about any of that. So, with that question, do you listen to any podcast?
He's on one right now.
I'm not into I don't listen to podcasts. Chris alluded to it yesterday. I could be standing there unless I seen you on TV in the late 90s. I don't know who you are. So I'm standing in line when they're talking about, Aaron doesn't know famous person be sitting here. We're in line for an event, and this kid comes walking up with flip flops on and like some kind of hair product, and looks all prettied up like the swish pants. I don't know what the hell you call them. Just fancy kid comes walking out, and I start busting his chops and laughing and picking on him, but in a good spirited way. We're having fun. He walks away, and I go, Chris, who is that? He goes, that's Alessandro DiMario. And I'm like, oh, he's a cool kid. He's like, yeah, he's fast. I'm like, who is he? And he had to explain it to me. No offense to you, but I that's my ignorance. I don't know. I'm not a fanboy in anything. I don't know. So that's kind of a cool quality. I treat everybody equally. So if you're fast, you're crap, doesn't matter. You're famous or not, I don't care. We're all people, and I'm proud of you. If you've done great things in life, good for you. Keep doing them. If you haven't yet, step up. Do some great things. It's not that hard.
Who's your favorite comedian?
Oh, man.
I see.
The favorite comedian thing is really hard because everybody right now,
who's your go-to right now?
Matt Rife.
Yeah, he is funny. Yeah,
he's just funny. I mean,
he is.
Dad, do you be listening to Joe Rogan?
Yeah, of course. I listen to Joe Rogan.
Is he funny?
No, Joe Rogan does a podcast. Joe Rogan does have one of his stand-up comedies, dude. Yeah, he's got a couple. He is funny as shit.
He's got a funny side. He knows how to be funny.
Yeah.
Yo.
Look, Rossi wants to show you his new little cooling.
I made a TikTok about it, but look.
Yeah, he made a TikTok about it.
So look, it is. I play like a lot of games on my iPad. Hold on, let me set this down right here. I play a lot of games on my iPad, like.
So you got a cooling base for it?
Fortnite, Minecraft, PUBG Mobile, all that good stuff. Roblox.
It does. It's magnetized, so it's got a bunch of like
These are the 4 main games I'll be playing.
like 12 internal fans on it. It's magnetized when you stick it
No.
on there. It's got all these
4.
four, whatever.
And it
It's got all these,
magnetizes.
yeah, so it's got all these LED lights. You can change the lights and shit on it, so it keeps the iPad cool. Because listen, it's funny,
They get nuclear hot. They
dude.
do.
So it's you know how you hear. And today people are like, oh, well, with Adderall, right? ADHD. Oh, the kids need this medicine because they can't pay attention to shit. I call bullshit. Put them in front of a freaking something that they really enjoy doing, whether it's Roadblocks, Fortnite, riding a dirt bike, playing basketball, whatever it is, and they'll be involved for hours.
Right.
100% involved, right?
Yeah,
So
they
I
can
call
totally
that-
focus. Usually they're focusing on a bunch of things at one time.
Right. It's just not your boring ass teacher in school talking about some bullshit we don't even care about.
But look like this, it magnetizes to my iPad. Like my iPad will magnetize to it, and it holds it right here. And then I can change the colors around the outside. And the fan has different like levels. And then it has a phone stand.
Yeah, it's got a cool little phone stand.
So
Put your phone in.
but I thought it would like retract and rehold, but it like
Yeah, just unclip.
you just slide it in, but it's really hard to get out.
We'll
so-
just leave it. You're good.
It's gonna stay. But I'll be putting my phone in here. I'll be laying it down sideways, be watching YouTube. I'll be playing the game.
Multitasking. You guys are
Yeah.
watching YouTube, playing the video
I
game.
just
Right?
turn it
Like
on
I said,
whenever
focusing on
I
many
look
things
for my
at one
TV on.
time.
But now
Yeah.
I got a phone stand.
Well, good.
And
Good. It's a limited.
look, wait, let me magnetize it. Let me do the dirty work.
Do the dirty work. While you're figuring that out, dude, Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars.
Wars.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. What Star Wars character would you be?
Man, I don't know. That's hard because, I mean, you kind of want to be the Han Solo guy, just you want to be that guy. You don't really have a standard. There's no standard there that you have to maintain. If you do something a little shady, let it slide. It's just Han,
It don't matter, right? Yeah.
Wait,
Don't matter.
who's Star
Gotta
Wars
be a
character
renegade.
would be?
He would be Han Solo.
Oh no! I'll be what's his name? Star Killer, bro. He's so tough.
He said he would be Star Killer.
Bro, have you seen him? He got 2 lightsabers. He got a
Yeah.
purple one and a red one, and he got a cool outfit too.
And
And
he got
he's
a
so
cool
tough.
outfit. He got a cool skin.
If
Cool skin.
Bruh, dude,
Yeah.
my son all the time, he'd be like, bro,
might as well
all the time.
check the new Fortnite item shop because it's 8 o'clock.
Ain't nobody care about Fortnite.
Yes, sir.
Of course, I got a lot of friends I say that play freaking Fortnite, right? Which brings me
Right.
to, are you a gamer? Do you play video games?
No, no.
playing that
I used
Fitbit?
to be a gamer back in the
When
Duke
the
Nukem
Fortnite-
3D days, and
That's
it was a
old school
long
right
time
there.
ago.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
old school right there.
Oh,
Are you currently watching any TV series you can recommend to anybody? Anything cool on TV?
Don't watch much.
Hey.
Yeah.
For everyone here, there's a show on Disney Plus called Attack on Titan. Watch it. It's so good.
Ain't nobody watching Attack on
I'm
Titan.
gonna beat you down.
I'm gonna beat you down.
Everyone
You hear
better
talking,
watch
John?
it. Better
Always
watch that
talking
show.
John.
It is so good. Cause it's 5 seasons and it's so peak. Like the first 3 episodes are amazing.
We did watch. Me and Rossi watched, and Nikki too, my wife, One Piece on Netflix. That was pretty.
The
special.
live action,
The
not the
Japanese, the live action one.
not
That's
the
pretty good,
not the
man.
cartoon.
I didn't think I was gonna like it, but yeah, it was good.
Okay.
Good stuff, man.
The cartoon
100%.
has 1,000 episodes.
Let me ask you this, dude. If you had your own private island, what's the one racetrack you'd have on it?
Pit race.
Epstein Island.
Unfortunately, I
Yes.
never had the honor to make it to Pitt. I wish I could have.
I'd have Pitt there. Just that's an easy one because you can't go there anymore. So
Yeah.
if I was going to have a private island, I'd just put Pitt on it. It'd be perfect. All the other tracks will still be there.
All right, bye-bye.
but
I'm
I
gonna
have
go
my
push
own
the
Pit.
Love it. I love it.
Dad,
What, buddy?
I love you,
I
bye.
love you too, homie.
The best out in the world. Keep doing what
Here's
you
the best,
do.
son. Keep doing what I'm doing. I will. That's called encouragement.
Right?
As he smacks me in my face.
Turtle bum bum.
Kids, you gotta love them, right?
Right.
Do you have any tattoos?
Trouble if you beat them. So
Nice.
you got to love 'em.
One thing before I
Facts,
go.
right? 110%.
One thing before I go. My freaking pop's got his media pass.
Yeah, I got my media.
Let's
pass.
freaking
Super
get
stoked.
it, bro.
Let's get it.
I want
That's
to see
awesome.
all positive comments, or
Freaking
else I'll
proper
find.
mega for sure.
Hey, I want to see all positive
I
comments.
kept my
in the
parking
chat,
pass.
and if not, I'll find where you live, and I'll personally deliver you a Call of Duty on your doorstep.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh,
All right, bye.
bye.
Love you.
I love you too.
Keep dirty bum. We go back down in the world.
I love you too so much, you dirty bum. What do you call me? Hilarious. Are you superstitious? Do you have any superstitions?
No, not really. Well, my one superstition is that if I'm thinking about a racetrack in my brain before I go out in a session, I've got to go through the whole. I got to play the whole track until the point where I'm going out on the track, and then I can stop and go. I can't stop mid track and then go out. So if I'm, I want to pick up where I left off right away.
I get that. 102% get that. If you could travel back to any era of time, where would you go?
Late 80s, early 90s.
80s, 90s. The golden era of road racing for sure.
85 to 95. The music wasn't quite as good as later in the 90s, but it was a good economy for our sport at that time.
100%. 100%. So
79 cents a gallon.
I know, right?
Do a lot of, bro. It just was $30 to fill up a 5-gallon gas can Blackhawk last weekend. I'm like, God, $30. Sean and I in high school were driving around in my Honda CRX, and $10 would give us a tank of gas and 4 cheeseburgers.
All day long, right?
Yeah.
Now $10 shit. Won't even buy a bag of lettuce at Kroger.
Nope.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
What advice would you give to your younger self, knowing what you know now?
Just do stuff. Don't think about it so much. Just do it.
Yep.
Learn from the experience. Don't what if yourself out of stuff. Go ahead and make that mistake and learn from it.
110%. Listen, I'm gonna ask you one more because we're approaching an hour and 50 minutes on this podcast. This is what I love, though. It's such a good time, right? Last one, and then I'm gonna get everybody from Team Shocker on this podcast, and then
Awesome.
At the this is my vision and goal. So everybody, I want to do an individual podcast for everybody on Team Shocker, men and women, right? And yes, that includes Jody Berry's dad too as well. And
in the women part or in the everybody part?
All of it, right? And then at the end of the year, I'd love to get everybody on at one time.
I'd love it.
So that's my goal for this year for Team Shocker, right? I'm gonna do everybody's individual, and then at the end of the year, we'll get everybody on at one time. We'll just have an hour of laughter and cussing and drinking and shots and all kinds of cool shit in between. So
that's a positive outcome.
110%. But my last question for you, bro, is me and you're going out. We're gonna have a drink. What's our go-to karaoke song?
Oh, that's an easy one for me. It's Van Halen's song. It's the one I sing every time I do karaoke. Eruption.
I love it. There you go, folks, man. Yeah. Listen.
You know why, right?
No.
No words in Eruption. There's no words. It's all guitar solo. I just let it play and keep drinking.
And you just stand on stage with the microphone, drinking shit. You're like, this is good, right? Life's good.
I've done some Prince before, believe it or not, so I'm not proud of that. So, yeah.
Hey, listen, karaoke is a way to. A lot of people get nervous. Oh, I never do that. But listen, let your guard down.
No.
Who gives a shit, dude? I can't fucking sing. Who gives a shit, dude? It's not about that. It's about having fun.
Only time I get nervous is when I get to the starting line. I don't really get nervous very often.
Yeah, I don't. It's hard for me to get nervous. Now I used to be until I broke out of my show, and then now it's hard for me to get nervous. Like I used to get, what do you call it? what would they say, starstruck, right? Like when you meet, your idols you see on TV. And I still get that a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's like I remind myself, I'm like, dude, they're just human, just like me, that just have this mind-boggling ability to freaking go so fast on a motorcycle, make it look easy.
Well, that just gets you back to the point I said before. Everybody's got a potential to do great things. Just because they've done great things doesn't mean they're different. They just took advantage of more opportunities. Like my advice to my younger self would be just do the thing.
Do the thing, baby.
Just do it.
Do it.
They're those people that are the stars. They're driven to do the thing, and they've been that way, and they put the commitment in and the time. So do great things. You can do it.
There's no time like the present. 110%.
There's only now. Do it.
And you're not going to get now back.
Nope,
we're not going to get that
now.
hour and 50 minutes back, right? Like it's done. We cashed that ticket in. So yeah, 100%. Well, listen, I'm gonna let you end the podcast after. I'm gonna give all your shout outs, all that stuff. But before I let you do that, I need to give all mine out real quick. First thing is I always say, if it wasn't for you, Trick Daddy, and everybody coming on this podcast, all the like and subscribes, and everybody commenting, seriously, I would not be here doing this. So it's nothing but love to each and every single one of you. And I truly mean that.
Yep.
I mean, seriously, it's because of you is the reason why I'm here. And thank you. It's an absolute honor. Big shout out to Kubota helmets, right? It's one of my new, I don't want to call it sponsors, friendships, right? So, dude, Kubota helmets. It's and this is no, it's not paid. I'm not paid by Kubota, right? But I am going to do a review on this against my HJC Ralpha N1, which is FIM homologated alongside this, and I got the AGV Pistar R. I'm a motorcycle guy, so I got many helmets, right? But this.
Yeah, you just listed off like $4,000 worth of helmet right there. So yeah,
100%. So, but this is $1,000 retail, FIM homologated, right? But this is the only helmet, dude. Listen, it's the only helmet I've ever put on my head to where, and yes, it's a race fit, so it's fucking tight, right? But when I put it on my head, I actually feel the whole fucking shell and liner on top of my head, right? All my other helmets, you might feel it here, but you don't feel it here. You might feel it here, but you don't feel it here, right? So
yeah, you get a bunch of point loads. Yeah,
right. You'll have all that, but this one right here, I'm not saying it because it's a new thing. This is my honest to God's opinion. No, I'm not getting paid again for real. I was like, holy shit, are you kidding me right now? I was really, really impressed. Another cool thing about this helmet, the MIPS system is actually built into the liner. It's not built into the shell. So it's actually in the liner and the emergency cheek pad pullouts on all the other helmets. So God forbid I go down, Aaron comes up and he goes to grab that and he goes to pull it out. Well, my head's going to move and jerk because you got to jerk that fucking shit out, right? Well, this thing's got a cool patent. You just unzip this.
Yeah, that's super cool. You can just undo the whole.
Dude, you just slide the cheek pad out with no head movement. The whole thing collapsed down and you just slide the whole helmet off and there's no head movement at all. So it's patented so much so where Dorna and the whole FIM wanted.
I saw those at Daytona. They had a good setup down there. That was a really
my buddy Scott. Yeah,
they talked to him.
Yeah, dude. So they want Kubota to allow all the other helmet manufacturers to incorporate this same safety feature in all their helmets, and obviously they said no. They got to come up with their own. But yeah, dude, it's so far. I haven't ridden it very much. I got some work on my RC51. I got to get done this weekend before I go out and really put it to the test. I've been around a couple.
I got advice for you. Just an environmental test. Don't actually test the helmet.
Environmentally. No, I don't mean actually.
You ain't no crash test dummy. That was don't do that.
I'm definitely not.
Be careful how extensive your test is.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go out there. The all that the events, the airflow, and the way the head shake.
Yeah, the weight, the flow, the visibility out of it. I mean,
the whole nine, right? It's very important. It really is. And one thing I can say just by going around the neighborhood, the field of vision is really, really good on this helmet, right? I feel like, well, you know what? I'm gonna save it for the helmet review I do with all my other ones. But anyway, if anybody's interested, Kubota Americas, go look them up. They're absolutely amazing. If you go to Barber this weekend coming up, make sure you go by Kubota. Tell Scott I said, what's up? Tell them Simcoe sent you out there, man. Try you on a helmet. Talk to Scott. Listen, they're absolutely amazing helmets. Next thing I want to shout out is it is 2026. Get yourself a full custom suit. It is an absolute game changer. Take that off the rack suit, make it a backpack, turn it into a purse, give it to your wife, give it to a loved one. Do yourself a favor. Listen to me. The off the rack suits don't fit you 100%. So let's say I use the same spill all the time. It might be tight right here, right? And it'll loosen up. Well, now it's going to cause arm pump because it's so fucking tight on your muscles, right? But it's loose here. When you go down the straightaway, it's just choking the shit out of your ass because it's too baggy, right? So you're not using your body position correctly because the suit's restricting you. That's why it's so important to get a full custom suit. I personally wear a Kamani, which is AGD sports suit, right? I got my new custom suit coming. Yep, there you go, right? So I know
we got our measuring tape ready for our team members for measuring up for our Sharif racing leathers.
Yeah, there you go. So I keep one in my electric scooter, right? And I got my notepad right here with all the. So anyway, my point is full custom suit, people. It is I'm not saying when you first start in here, yes, go out there, see if they have rentals. Rent you to see if it's for you. Like Aaron said, right? Trick Daddy. This sport's not for everybody, right? But if you fall in love with it like we do, and we still are, listen.
Get a custom.
Get a fucking custom suit. It is same thing with, I got two friends that make custom undersuits in the business, right? One is 64degreeracing.com. Dude, Tate is absolutely amazing. I got two custom undersuits from him, and they're the best things ever. No, again, I don't get paid by him. He's a good buddy of mine, and his products are him and Mama Aliki from venomsport.com. Again, best undersuits in the game, 64-degree racing Venom. You're not going to go wrong by ordering from either one of them. For all my UK friends out there across the pond, you guys and girls can go to clothingkings.co.uk and order all your Pen and Gas podcast merch. Which I just dropped some new merch with Truth Be Told apparel. I'll put it out there on Facebook. I need to drop the links, man. I'm bad at doing that. I need to stay on top of that. Anyway, big shout out to SFL Mini GP, Jersey, and in South Florida. Listen, their program's absolutely amazing. It's all you do is register, right? If you're a dad and you got a 4 or 5 year old daughter or a son, or you're 70 years old and you always wanted to go out to a track, register. All you do is sign up. You show up. They provide the bikes, the boots, the gloves, the leathers, the helmets, the laughs, the giggles, the whole fucking nine. Do it now. Don't wait. Do it now. Big shout out. I also got, along with saying all this, K-Tech suspension. My boys Dakari, Kendall, and Burks, absolutely amazing people at K-Tech. If you're not racing on K-Tech, what are you racing on? You need to be on that K-Tech. And with saying all that, I got 3 friends that make graphics in the industry, right? Again, you're not going to go wrong by ordering from any of them.
Yeah, we got one in common. Yep.
Right. So listen, there's many people that do it, but 3 of my personal friends that I believe in, and they make absolutely the best products on the market, right? Whether you want your helmet wrapped, your car wrapped, your truck wrapped, your dog wrapped, or your wife wrapped, right? Whatever the case may be, right? Yeah, you like that one, didn't you? First one is my man Gus Radio, GRG Designs, absolutely amazing. Second one is Chris Grizel from Drippin' Wet, and third is my boy Reese Brody from REB Graphics, man. And again, we said this earlier, keep it in industry, people. And last thing I'm going to say, big shout out to all the corner marshal workers out there. I love all you guys and girls that do it, because if it wasn't for you, I would not be showing up doing this, running my mouth. They would not be showing up racing and having fun. So thank you. If anybody's
going
out there,
it's work, but it's rewarding. It's good.
100%.
If anybody's in the house, you're right there for everything. I mean,
and if you're interested, hit me up. I get you in contact with the right people you need to talk to, and you can be at the next track out there doing the whole flags or the lollipop gig or whatever it is, right? It's absolutely amazing. But that's enough of me flapping my gums over here. Trick Daddy, tell everybody where they can find you on social media, give all your shout outs, all that good stuff.
You know, the biggest thing for us at Team Shocker Racing is go to our website, teamshockerracing.com. Just go there. It's got everything about us on there. It's probably got too much about us on there, and you want to know about other people. So you can click through our sponsors page. You can click through our individual rider bios. You can see how we're involved in the sport. You can see everything that you need to know about about us short of going to the racetrack. If you go to the racetrack and we're there, come find us. You're going to Road America for the Moto America around here in a few weeks. Find the Shocker tent. Find the Shocker footprint where we're set up. Come say hi. We'd love to see you. We'll probably have some swag there of some type just so you can show your support, but I'm not here to sell swag. I'm here to sell a good time. I want everybody to have a good time. So if we can help that out, we will. I don't have a whole list of anything. I had my list for the Dr. Teals, but I want to say thank you to everybody that's on Team Shocker Racing. Everybody that's our supporter, every sponsor. You know who you are if you're our sponsor. If I'm saying your name on here right now, people aren't listening for that. I'm going to thank Alex Spellman with ASRA for having the confidence in Chris and me and Team Shocker to put on the race school format. I mean, it's Mark Stiles did it all, but he knows we're all in it together. Jesse's doing a great job as a race director for the Midwest. It's just going really, really well. Do things stay like that forever? No, I usually end up pissing people off at some point, but right now we're doing okay. So, hey, go USA. You're good Americans. I don't want this to run too terribly long, Chris. We all got stuff to do. We could do this for 3 hours. You know we can. We've done it at Daytona before.
100%.
But I want to thank everybody in the pits that I don't know, because you're out there doing a good thing, because I haven't heard anything bad about you yet. So come by and introduce yourself. We'd love to see you.
Love it. I love it. And listen, seriously, you guys go say hi to everybody at Team Shocker. They're absolutely amazing people. And this episode will be out here. I'll try to release it tonight. It just depends on what my son's got me up to. If not, I'll release it first thing in the morning. Spotify,
Cool.
and I'll send y'all the direct links and all that cool stuff. But yeah, listen, absolute honor to finally get you to sit down with me. And thank you so much, you and Chris, again, for taking me out for Mexican food out there at the CMP. Looking forward to the next time we all get to hang out and spend time.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. All right.
Let's go. All right, my man. I appreciate it. You have a wonderful night. Thank you for everybody that tuned in, all the comments. I love each and every single one of you. We'll see you guys. Hey, MotoGP this weekend. We are at Le Mans. Last year, dude, was probably one of the best races I've ever seen. Going down in history. Johan Zarco won the fucking race in the wet. You know, he topped. He was up there. Did he top this morning? I think he did off the top of my head. It's gonna be a good race this weekend. So make sure you tune in and check out some MotoGP race, and of course the Northwest 200, which I've had a lot of issues with trying to watch it, man. It's been wonky, as you know what. Which brings me real quick before I stop running my mouth. The Isle of Man TT, you guys and girls know it's my favorite race of all times. It's coming up. It's very shortly. Big plug. Shout out. No, this is not a paid advertisement, but TT Plus. You can download it on Android or your Apple. It's like $30 US. You can watch the whole, what they call Fortnite over there, which is 2 weeks, people, right? Practice week plus race week. And you get all the cool series in between the hedges. Man, they got so many cool series out there about the TT. Listen. Go check it out. TT 2026. Let's fucking go.
Whole different sport, man. Whole different world.
And it's funny, real
Amazing.
quick. People always say Mark Marquez, Valentino Rossi, Kevin Schwantz, all these are the aliens of the sport, right? No, they are legends of the sport. The true aliens of the sport is all the men and women that fucking race the Isle of Man TT, the Northwest too. They're just a different breed. And the reason why I say that is because the people that race the real road racing, they'll go do the circuit racing, but go ask Ben Spies or Valentino Rossi or freaking Top Rack to go do the Isle of Man TT. They'll say you're fucking plumb nuts. Absolutely not, right? Not going to. So anyway, listen, I appreciate it. Love all you guys and girls. Dude, thank you so much.
It's always a good time.
Always a proper mega time. I'll talk to you soon, my friend.
You got it. Peace out.
See you, buddy.
Shocker, baby. Shocker.
Let's go.
Calling all two-wheel enthusiasts, get ready to rev up your earbuds with Pin the Gas Podcast, the ultimate motorcycle racing podcast, hosted by Chris Simcoe, one of our very own excellent leaders here in Roanoke, Virginia. With expert analysis, behind-the-scenes stories, and exclusive writer interviews, Pin the Gas Podcast delivers the adrenaline rush of the racetrack straight to your ears. Whether you're a diehard fan or a curious newcomer, you'll gain insights that will transform how you watch and understand motorcycle racing. On your favorite podcast app, join Simcoe as he takes you on a high-speed journey through the world of motorcycle racing. Pin the Gas Podcast.